Hello everyone, hope you had a fantastic week. It's Mendrix Informal back again with the Australian Esports League high school competition for Rocket League. Formal, how keen are you getting to the action today?
I mean, how can you not be keen? We're finally in the playoffs, right? This is where things get serious. Win to advance, win multiple games realistically to get to the grand final. That should be the goal of every squad here. So it's where you put in all the work of the season. Coming to the end, we'll see which teams can actually make it.
That's right, the seeds have been sown. Now it's time for them to bear some form of fruit. But with that being said, we will be kicking off our agenda with the Division 1. It's going to be the DSC Platts up against Tweed River. And before we bring in the teams, we need to show some love to our sponsors, don't we, Formal?
Yeah, that we do. So a big shout out and thank you to AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provides best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. Also, don't remember to power up your game with the latest HyperX gear at Officeworks. When you need speed, control, and zero distractions, Officeworks has got the tech. Discover gaming gear made to handle serious play. And Indomie, the noodle partner. Made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices, a plate of mid-goring will certainly brighten up your day. Do feel free to try any one of their flavors available from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au.
Absolutely right there. I believe the teams are ready to roll as well, Formal. Do correct me if I'm wrong, but
I'm looking pretty keen.
How this one does play out. The Platts typically are the favorites when it comes to looking at just the raw numbers and the stats, but Tweed River, they are forced to not take lightly.
Yeah, we'll see how it will play out as we are going to be moments away from kicking this one off. I always get a little bit nervous when a team comes in with only 2 players in this final, but hey, we've seen it in the past. Sometimes, teams see the 2 and they send 2 in themselves as well, which could be the case right now with Tweed. As we are jumping in, something has gone wrong with my names, actually. DSC Platts has changed to blue, so I'm not sure what has happened there. That's okay, though. Let's get this one kicked off underway. Game number 1.
All good. Well, jumping into it now as well. So we can see a quick little playoff there. It's going to come through. They're going to try to follow up afterwards. Bryce Page not able to make it work, but in the end, player 3 will be the one to hold that one and push that across.
It's only going to take 13 seconds for the first goal. Auntie Lewis putting it in. We are going to be witnessing a little bit of the man down meta. Getting stuck in a rule 1 with your teammate when you are playing a 2v3, Mendrix, possibly the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, definitely not what we want to have happen in this scenario here, but nonetheless, it's going to come through. Okay, this is a bit annoying. So I'm seeing player 3 here, which is a little bit frustrating. I believe that one there is Xyrox. No, it's not Xyrox. That's Ocean. Ocean. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they joined as player 3, so I maybe it's a name change. It's a brand change. They're player 3 right now.
Yeah, it's interesting, right, how it sort of comes through. Maybe it is a brand change. Maybe now it's player 3. Who knows? Wants to figure it out. But quick little turnaround. As you can see, nice little play, brings it across there, gets the beat onto Auntie. A little bit of a tip over. It's not going to be allowed there. Robbie unable to make the read because that last minute touch and ball does go through. It's now evened up the piece.
Player 3 on a 2-man team. Always something that you don't tend to expect.
You're going to do that on purpose. They did it on purpose, just to mess with me.
I think they did. Yeah. I'm cool with it, all right? Like, I don't know. I think it's a funny name. I'd like to be player 6 in other games, and there's always the 6th man, the 12th man in Seattle. If we want to drop the NFL reference out of the way right now, the numbers don't mean anything. 2-1 lead for Auntie Lewis.
Yeah, managed to pick that one up there. Tweed River getting a little bit more off the back of it. Nice little control here. Puts it in place. You can see that just at the last second gives the ball a little bit of extra push. Obviously unable to make the read on the side of, I'm going to say player 3. Just let it go on through afterwards. But 2-1 now, the scoreline. 4 minutes left here. It'll be interesting to see if the Platts can bring something back. Again, when you look at the raw stats and numbers, the players themselves are pretty good. And they do manage to even it up nonetheless. And this is what I mean. Just because they're down a player for the time being, I wouldn't count them out of this competition.
Now, we don't really want to count anyone out just yet. Good shot, good goal, tied 2-2. And what does worry me, though, about both these teams, because we didn't really get a chance to break into it too much. Div 1, 9 teams competing. This is essentially the 8th seed versus the 9th seed going at it. The winner has to go up against Phoenix Gold, who I do not believe has lost a series at all in this entire tournament. So it makes me really worried for the Platts. because if they have to be, you know, a man down against the best team potentially in this event, that's always going to be scary. But then Tweed River, they're still looking for their first win in the tournament. It's kind of a strange matchup in that regard.
Yeah, I completely agree as well. It's kind of rough to go up against one of the higher seeds when you're literally playing a player down. But needless to say, the Plats obviously have to give it their best shot if they are victorious here. Player 3 goes for a little bit of bumping action, wants to try to get the boost, but unable to do so as only Lewis wants to pick it up. A center comes into play, not going to be the case there, following through, and now just for the time being, just continuing to hold the line. And Lewis tries to get a beat over Zyrox, bit of a soft touch. Zyrox doesn't want to challenge, lets it go. It's going to go across to Bryce. Bryce is unable to make a finish there, but the attack is still being pressed here by Tweed River.
Yes. Oh, that's a good touch. Zyrox from across the field finds the angle, and with all 3 members of the Tweed River Turtles pushing forward, it's an immediate punish.
Yeah, the spacing there, not being in position. Unfortunately, you do need to make sure you get that third man just hanging that little bit further back with the ability to recover if there is going to be a long ball. And Tweed River get punished. DC Plat's now up a point so far in the series. Well, not in the series, but in this game.
Oh, Bryce just didn't quite make it to the roof for the reset they were looking for. As we see right there, let's see what Anti Lewis can do right now. First touch, a little too far in front. Will be punished by player 3. Taking it back to the other side. Bryce avoids contact, but the 50, I'd have to say, would have favored Zyrox had they had a third member there. Bit of a fake from Bryce to help set up Robbie. Has Anti Lewis midfield. Do they look for the pass? No, they look for the corner. Then comes the pass. But Anti Lewis too slow to react. The ball will get cleared away.
Yeah, trying to buy some time as they send it to the corner. Gets a few players back there. Nice little touch from player 3 will be handled by Anti Lewis. Bryce just can't get a touch now. Player 3 looking to go towards the backboard. Will be challenged and the ball will go loose. Picked up by Zyrox. Zyrox sends it towards the wall. It's going to go to Robbie. Player 3 is in position, but we do have a bit of ebb and flow back and forth as the ball is being pushed in. Player 3 doesn't want to go for control, just sends it. It will be centered or sent back to the center field by Robbie. Robbie still in control, tries to follow through. Player 3 though will get the beat. Not really the beat, but the 50. That's going to come clean once again.
I think one of the biggest things right now that's kind of holding Tweed River back is just there's no pace to their game. There's like no real sense of urgency. They've had a lot of weak shots on target, yes, with only 1 defender. You would think you'd be able to kind of force something on that either from the first touch or the second, but instead we're seeing weak touches towards the net without the follow-up. And that's been the biggest hindrance right now for this orange side. Granted, when they get that opening, they will take it. So a tie game with a minute 8 to spare.
Yeah, finally, like you said, that opening does open up. Lewis in position. Nice little touch overhead. Unable to recover. Again, that third player obviously being a significant disadvantage for the Plats. And it does even up a piece here. 1 minute and 8 seconds here on the clock. Both teams going at it, but no one really just taking control just yet. A little hit overhead. Won't be on target, but we still get the clear. Maybe a setup for Tweed River. And Lewis lets it go down. It's a decent
I think
shot.
It's good.
Oh, very close.
No,
Oh, no, not like this. But it doesn't matter.
What? I'm sorry, what just happened here? Okay, the shot was good. Post down.
Yep.
Player 3 trying to readjust. Bryce misses. I don't know how player 3 misses. And then Zyrox, just sick of everybody not hitting the ball, knocks it in themselves.
I think Zyrox is getting around. I think it was bouncy and slowly. Zyrox just didn't have enough time to get there. Not like this. No. Okay. Through. Player 3 though comes in, gets it across. Okay, so the lead is short-lived. We just got to wash away what happened there for more. We're going to clean it. Water under the bridge. It never happened. And just move forward. We're moving forward as the butterflies appear on our screen.
Yeah, I mean, that was, it was actually a pretty close attempt at the squishy save from Auntie Lewis there as well. However, 4-4 game, player 3, what can you do? Has Bryce midfield, also has Auntie Lewis that they need to avoid, and they do with that flick. Can't get past the third member though. Could be an overtime angle, 30 seconds left in game 1.
Zyrox going to miss, sets it for Robbie. Robbie might have a quick goal here, but player 3 manages to get back in time. Does get in front and challenge, sends the ball flying towards Tweed River's corner. Zyrox now in control, can't get the boost in the process of it, so Robbie will take control. Bryce gets a nice touch, it's looking good, but player 3 manages to defend. Lewis goes for a strike, not on target, and it looks like we are going to overtime.
Yeah, unless the 0-second goal happens, which it will not. So game number 1 on the afternoon, straight into an OT. You kind of love to see it, even in a 2v3. Hats off to the DSC Plats. They are playing very well, that member down. As long as they can, you know, keep that poise and keep the defense. Player 3 in particular, kind of being the highlight player in my eyes so far. If they can just keep that ball in front of them, they have a real chance to win this opening game.
Yeah, Ani Lois tries to get a chip overhead, will be read by player 3, goes to the corner. Robbie's in position, it's another center in play. No one from Tweedriver to jump on it. Player 3 tries to keep it out, bumps Robbie for their trouble. Zyrox is the one that will keep it clear. Ball's going back towards the center. Ani Lois in control, will center it in. Cross coming across, but player 3 sends it nice towards the center of the field.
Robbie's touch towards player 3, who will opt for the deep clear this time around. 2 defenders back, each with full boost. Auntie Lewis, though, is it a fake? Well, faked out Zyrox, so I'm going to count it as one. Now a pass, but no, Lewis can't make that second touch. Ball gets slowed down in the corner. This gives the defense enough time to reset, but without momentum, it's only going to be a weak challenge that somehow winds up getting lobbed nearly all the way into the net.
Yeah, back towards the corner. Anna Lewis wants to take control. Zyrox will pick it up. Player 3's got some boost. Like you said, that highlight play goes for a little bit of a hit after the fact. Not going to be able to get enough pace or enough lift on the ball when they were trying to go for that bit of a scoop. Zyrox does get it clear. Back towards the center. Robbie pushes it through. Zyrox maintaining control. Player 3's got full boost, but Robbie's still going to have the inside track and be able to get the ball clear.
Are they? Here comes player 3. Reset. Oh, not able to get that flick that they needed. Ball again back to that blue side. And this could be an opening actually for Bryce. No! What was that? Was that an own goal pinch?
Let's see. Nice little hit from Lewis. Comes over. Ball's crossing in. Zyrox tries to get it clear. Can't make it work. Yeah. Yeah. I think you were right on that one, Formal. It happens.
Does it?
It's not, it's not a matter of if, Formal, but when, okay? When it comes to these own goals, we know that to be the case. Eventually, one does find its way through. You know, you're not thinking of the whole way through. You're not getting the touch that you expect, and sometimes you're trying to get back in time, and it ends up being an own goal instead.
Yeah, that was very much a little bit of an awkward moment, but that's okay. Game keeps rolling on. There will be chances for the DSC Plats to get a bit of redemption. I mean, look, a majority of that game, I think, was pretty clean, pretty smooth. There was just a couple of weird moments from both sides, and in the end, it wound up costing the team in blue.
How's Ocean doing this? Now he's player 2.
Oh. Name change.
That was the quickest name change I've seen in my life. Like, that's crazy. Oh, this is some like new thing that we don't know about. Oh, it doesn't matter. He's player 2 now. That's all that matters. Robbie will let the ball go through. Ani Lewis is going to be in control. Bounce overhead. Zyrox won't jump on it. The Plats feeling a little bit more cautious, I feel. Just in terms of their play, their positioning, their posture. They don't seem to be placed there.
That's a goal.
Immediately, Bryce pounces on it, and I feel like this little bit of lackluster, not aggressive play might punish them more than it's going to be able to be a boon to them.
Yeah, I mean, you can see Zyrox was sort of reversing away when the shot came in. Maybe expecting it to be crossed up. I'm not too sure, but yeah, definitely felt, I don't want to call it a lack of urgency from the defense, but they were definitely struggling to get it out of their own half. But they felt comfortable until suddenly they weren't. So I expect that goal to be a little bit of a wake-up call. They also could be, of course, still recovering from how that first overtime ended. They need something to get them back in the groove, and Zyrox was just trying to reverse into the ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the thought process there was. Zyrox, though, will no longer be reversing. Will be using the front of the card. Ani Lewis goes for a fake. He gets red. Player 2 doesn't jump on it. Doesn't jump on the bait. It's looking like a dangerous position. Whoa. Very close save, but player 2 will be able to put it away.
Yeah, that was almost the save of the tournament right there. Credit to player 2 for putting it in the right spot. Bryce, so close to getting that rebound bouncing out. Instead, it falls in, and DSC Plats get themselves back on the board. Been a little while since we've seen them score. It's got to feel good to get that monkey off your shoulders.
Player 2 now has full boost. control overhead. Goes for a floor pinch, but will be challenged by Bryce midair. Arnie Lewis in control. Sends it to Robbie. Robbie puts it back down to Arnie Lewis. Zyrox, though, will be the person in the inside track. Gets the ball first. Looks for a cross. Gets a rebound of Arnie Lewis. Player 2's there, but Arnie Lewis will keep it clear. Now maybe an opportunity for a counterattack on Tweed River. Bryce sending it across to Arnie Lewis. Just not able to make it work. Ball goes overhead. Nice deep play. Player 2's trying to jump on it, but it will
that looks good.
Up. Maybe an opportunity.
Yeah, it should be. It should just fall in here. The defense keeps missing. The only reason why it's not a score is because none of the shots were accurate. That's actually going to be a missed opportunity for the DSC Plats. They are going to try to find more, however, off that backward. Zyrox in the right spot, but again, doesn't put it straight. Goes corner instead. Robbie, no boost. Won't be able to get it past player 2, who is just being so oppressive right now. Not rotating back, still stealing boosts. Player 2 lets this one bounce, and finally a shot goes in.
Yeah, it was a surgical wear down time and time again. You can see player 2 was going back and forth. Zyrox taking the position of where the ball would rebound if it was defended. And they just kept on placing the ball into the net with player 2 stealing the boost time and time again. And eventually, they wore down Tweed River and they were able to get the goal. That was definitely a more surgical play.
It was a very, very nice surgical play right there. And see what Bryce can do right here. Tries to pass it across the box. Isn't able to get too much. We stay in the corner. Player 2 right now. Unable to get it past Bryce. And I do like the idea right now of the Turtles looking to shorten up the field. Trying to force the goal. Second touch should be in. It is. And we're tied 2-all.
Yeah, definitely a more proactive play from the Turtles there. Instead of sitting back in defense. Cornering out DSC Plats, keeping them in position and challenging them as they try to take it across post. Definitely a dangerous proposition when you do try to take that ball across your own goals. You need to have a bit more pace, a bit more sense of urgency. That seems to be the name of the game. All the goals being conceded here, just a lack of urgency on the defending party.
Yeah, it's been a fair bit of that. I mean, sometimes you can excuse a team of 2, but once again, we're seeing an open up net. And looking at this, Zyrox. Yeah, double commit. Yeah. When you're playing in a 2v3, you just cannot afford to double commit. You'll get punished every time. Happens again here. The Tweed River Turtles now with a later lead. Still 2 minutes on that clock. However, they win this game. They're up 2 in this series. Already have a man advantage. That could be a very troubling sign for DSC.
Could be a spell of disaster for the Plats if they do allow Tweed River to take a bit more of the lead. It's going to be a nice comfortable cushion, but you know, the cushions can be popped. They can be relieved of all their stuffing. And I think that was just Arnie Lewis getting ready to do some laundry. You know, sometimes going to do the pillow covers, going to do the cushion covers for them.
There's been too much of that this game. This is the playoffs, Medrix. What is going on? Nerves possibly getting to these players trying to do too much when sometimes the right play is doing nothing at all.
I said it was about time for the harvest to bear some fruit. Perhaps a little bit ripe. Needs to be the next harvest. Nonetheless, opportunity comes in. Robbie gets the save. Nice little hit afterwards. Back to Robbie. Sending it across. Bryce is in position. Doesn't get cut. Just going to go towards the corner. That would have been nice if it did come through. But player 2 sends it long. Sends it back to the corner of Tweed River. Arnie Lewis doesn't want to deal with it. We'll get it back through the center. Zyrox keeps the ball in play.
It keeps it in play. Player 2 now looking to work through that corner as well. Bryce gets that first touch. Player 2 wants to go across, but it didn't really look like Zyrox was ready for it. So that's just giving up possession for no real reason. Ball to backward. There's the shot. The punish, though, is crossbar down and out. Not in. That could have been the late go-ahead goal. The pressure is still going to be there. Zyrox in the net. Avoids the bump. Ball into the spot. What a save! Player 2 from out of nowhere. Can't do it twice. And it's going to be a 4-3 lead.
Okay. Because we were talking about it being playoffs. We want to see some beautiful play. That's it right there. An amazing save from player 2. But then Bryce comes through with a nice doomsy directly afterwards and pushes the lead here for Tweed River. 39 seconds on the clock. And DSC Plats need an answer.
I still can't believe player 2 made that first save. That was insane. A bit unfortunate it's not going to get rewarded. At least not this time. 30 seconds to go. Tweed River Turtles on the cusp of getting a pretty significant lead in this series. Again, this team is looking for their first win in the tournament in Division 1. And what a time to get it if they can hold on to it. 14 seconds to go. Last chance for DST to equalize.
Zyrox has to slow it down, sends it to player 2. It's going to go back to the corner. This is the last opportunity. Looking for that center play. It's going to be crossed. Soft going overhead.
Too high.
Zyrox can't get there, and Tweed River take game number 2.
Well done, Tweed. Well done. 2-0 up right now. 1 game away. And it's not like player 2 and Zyrox are making it easy for them. These have been close games. I just feel like maybe that could have been the one that puts this one just out of reach, Mendrix. We'll see how the third game goes, but Tweed has survived some egregious unforced errors. If they can keep a clean game, they should have it.
Yeah, I can agree with that as well. We're jumping back into the action now. I think something that's also progressed throughout the competition, or not throughout the competition, but throughout the specific series, Tweed River, their spacing and positioning has been improving, just ever so slightly. I feel like they are just shaping up a little bit. Perhaps it was that first game jitters that always happens, that they seem a little bit soft then. Again, they weren't punished then, but they're definitely starting to bear a bit more of that fruit that we were discussing beforehand. Now they're in position, they're definitely holding good formations, and it seems to be netting them these wins.
Yeah, it does, and it's definitely a trait that you were going to hoping we'll see continue. Robbie across midfield. Only goes so far with this. Still 4:30 to go. This ball comes across that middle of the pitch. Caught by Bryce. Demos underneath. Lewis has a lot of green grass in front of him. Still's going to take it to the skies. Has Bryce below, but they may go solo instead and just didn't have the angle for that shot.
Yeah, you can see what they were trying to do. It was a good attempt, but very close, but no cigar. Bryce, no boost. Push that through. Player 2, nice strong hit. Tries to send it back towards Tweed River's half. Will be deflected. It's an open net. Arnie just takes the opportunity, slams it straight in, gets the goal.
Yeah, that's going to be the lead. Very nice. Lewis, just a good, powerful shot right in the middle. Lewis has been the one who kind of, I think, was the slowest to get warm in this series as well. But so far in game 3, we've seen an air dribble that was close, not quite in, but it was still a controlled air dribble, and just a really accurate shot. So with Lewis now starting to kind of hit more of their form, it's only going to be good things for the Tweed River Turtles.
Yeah, definitely ramping up. That seems to be the name of this game for Tweed River, and that just makes things even harder for the Plats, because you've got a team that's been ramping up and slowly improving as time goes on. It makes it even harder when you're down that deficit. Zyrox now sends it back towards the center. I don't think anyone's going to be there. Bryce guide that one away to safety. Player 2 challenge, but no one in position to follow up. Robbie sends it long. It's going to come through, challenging. Still some boost as well. I love to see that. Just take away the resources, and once again, another goal goes through, and Tweed River looking very comfortable now with 3 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, this is like the first time I think we've actually seen a 2-goal lead this series. Before, it's been very back and forth, but the pass right where it needed to be. Bryce seals the deal. Still early days in this game, and they have been high-scoring games, so I don't really expect the DST Plats to be shut out. If anything, if I'm looking at Tweed River, I think they still will probably need 1 or 2 more, but hey, having that 2-point cushion, it always feels good.
Yeah, it's a very comfortable position. It's two goals, and it's also 2 points in the series, or 2 games in the series. So you know, it allows you to really just sort of, again, don't put the gas off the pedal, but play a bit more looser. You can be a bit more liberal with what you want to do. Take some opportunities. Ball does not go in. Just drops ever so shy. Zyrox in control. Will take it across the net. Bit of a soft touch there. I don't like it. Lewis tries to pounce on it, but they don't get the angle.
Look, all I'm saying, though, as well, is if you haven't seen or heard of it, Knicks versus Spurs, Game 4. All right, anything can happen at this stage. So we are far from done yet. Halfway through Game 3, it is a 2-point lead in favor of Tweed River, the team that wants to advance, looking for their first series win, and they might get it here. Bumped off the play. Robbie, go for the ball. Oh, he saw it was going to bounce up, didn't have the boost. Defense should recover.
Yep, Zyrox is going to send that across. Slowed down by Bryce. No one's in position to jump on it. Open net temporarily, but it was just the Plats recovering. I feel like there could have been a missed opportunity for the Plats. That shot doesn't go through. That was a quick one, but they miss out. Again, I just wanted to delve on it as well. They didn't react quickly to that soft touch, and Lewis will be able to get that swan overhead.
They will. Nice little delicate touch right there. Zyrox waiting.
Hey.
Fakes out one.
Oh.
Flicks over the second, but can't get past the third. That's why you have a teammate. Player 2 saves the day, and it's a 1-goal game.
All set up from Zyrox here. Beautiful fake with the chip overhead. Didn't get Auntie, but it doesn't matter. All the work was done, and player 2's there for the finish. And perhaps, like you said, you know, Mix versus Spurs, anything can happen. 2-1 now. Can they get another back to even this up and maybe take a game in the series? We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tense 90 seconds for sure. DSC Platts playing for their tournament lives right now. Ball gets thrown down into the corner. Robbie is there. Oh, it's open. It's so open, Mendrix. Another 2-point lead.
And, you know, I have to feel for DSC Platts there, because you could say, oh, you know, 2 players commit, what are you doing? Well, yeah, it's a 3v2. Ideally, you have that third man there to pick up the pieces when those 2 players go in and do it. And the Platts, they need to make something happen. They need to get some goals back. Otherwise, they will just, you know, like you said, drop it in the zone. They have to take these risks. So, needless to say, we are going to just continue forward from there.
We are a minute to go. Another goal could put this one well and truly out of reach for Tweed. They're waiting. Auntie Lewis does have Bryce across the middle. Actually, both teammates were there waiting, but still went solo with it. I wouldn't have minded seeing a pass. That's all right, though. 50 seconds left. You just cannot concede anything for free. Zyrox just can't get it past the Auntie. And with 43 seconds to go, Platts cannot afford another miss like that.
That was a fake from Robbie. I don't care what you say, Formal. That was a fake. Going through afterwards, player 2 there will get control of it. We'll push it across. Auntie Lewis goes for the boost. It's a center play. It's a little bit too far out. Zyrox can't make use of it. We'll be able to get the boost and perhaps, again, take a crossfield play. We'll slow it down and go for it. But Bryce seizes the opportunity. They're just a little bit, again, that sense of urgency just doesn't come in. Zyrox gives it a really soft touch, and Bryce just capitalizes. And I think that would be the nail in the coffin here for the series.
That was the last shot, and there it goes. And yeah, I can sense the frustration right now coming from the DSC Platts. They know that one probably seals the deal. A double commit means the shot won't go in, but the damage well and truly done. And for the Tweed River Turtles, they've been waiting all season for their first Div 1 win, and they get it when it matters most. They survived the first rounds, and now they got to up the skill level as well. Phoenix Gold's waiting for them, but Tweed River ain't done yet.
That's right. They get to survive and play on another day. The Platts obviously giving the best they could, a valiant effort, but in the end, Tweed were the ones to succeed and take this one on through. Wow. Formal. Looks like it wasn't going to be the Mix versus Spurs in this situation.
No, it wasn't. And yeah, that was a bit of a roughy one for that DSC side, but we'll see where the team goes from here. I think you got to hope for the 3 members on the team. You got to get all 3 to show up. It's kind of the feeling I'm getting from them, especially come playoff time. You can afford to make those mistakes.
Absolutely, absolutely. That being said, though, still plenty more Rocket League action to come your way. We're going to go to a quick break while we get it set up. Do not go anywhere. Hello everyone. Thank you so much for your patience and welcome back to the Australian Esports League high school competition for Rocket League. We're back again here, continuing with Division 1, and it's going to be Ashdale up against St. Peter's Maroon. And then they've played a long match beforehand, so it'll be interesting to see how both these players come on into it.
Yeah, I mean, both these teams didn't have the most straightforward series, but this is our number 2 versus our number 3 seed. This should be a banger, and Mendrix, I just want to send him in. I just want to get going for this one. Let's kick this one off.
I want to, yeah, send him in. We'll jump straight on into it. Looks like they're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's get this underway, everyone. It's going to be number 2 against number 3. I think we're in for an absolute banger.
Yeah, I think we definitely should be. Both these teams, hard-fought series. Ashdale actually going 5 in their series compared to St. Peter's, who only went 4, but it was a long 4 by the looks of things. So this should be a fun one. Of course, the winning side will be playing in our Div 1 final into the best of 7s. It's a lot to play for. We'll see who comes out on top, but there's some big names in this matchup. Winter has been strong. Fishy Kami has been one of the best in the tournament. It should be a good match.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Fishy Kami now takes it overhead. We'll get the beat onto 1. Winter's ready and waiting. Will win the challenge. Send it back over with top Paracuda to send through. Shikami goes in for a shot. It's a bit soft. Handled nicely by Blue Ninja. And we're back towards the center.
Yeah, that's going to be an opportunity for Humpley. Lobs it up. Winter's there, but without any boost on the blue side, it's really difficult to follow it up. Blue Ninja still going to try to set up Humpley, and now with the boost, look at the difference. That shot is accurate. That shot is in, and it's a 1-0 lead for Ashdale.
Oh, such an easy play as well. You can see Blue Ninja uses as much boost as they have left, gets the lob up, and then the follow through afterwards. Humpley guiding it into the one open section of the net, making it difficult here for St. Peter's Maroon, but Ashdale off to a flying start and showing us why they are the number 2 seed, only losing to Phoenix Gold.
Yeah, that has been the case so far as they're looking for another goal. This time it's Winter with the follow-up, and we are just over a minute in, already a 2-point lead for Ashdale.
Yeah, nice little double there as well. Isn't going to be able to finish, but Winter's there to pick up the pieces. We get some butterflies going in again. I thought everyone likes using the butterfly goal scorer at the moment as their as a finish. Which, right now I'm using Twin Dragons. What are you using at the moment for?
You know, I don't even know. That implies I score goals, Mendrix. that implies I hit the ball in the net. It's been that long, I don't remember.
That's all good. It's all good. You play that third man position perfectly. Don't you worry about it.
I play ones. But yeah, poor play aside, I mean, again, it's why it's always so crazy to be watching some of these players, especially in Div 1, what they can do. It's Humpley will be the one taking it. Has a peek on the wall. Here comes Fishy Kami now over the top. Not going to let it waterfall down. Humpley there.
Yep, unable to make work. Top Paracuda now. Tries to recenter it back in. Humpley will handle it nice. Soft touch though, and Smebs seizes the opportunity. Puts that one away. Again, not the best clear. You got to have nice touches there when it's coming off the back end. You can see 3 players committed to defense as well. No one can reposition in time, and basically an open net for Smebs to put it away.
Yeah, just falls right in the middle. Fair enough. Well placed, and I'm happy to see because they got a little bit of a series now. Bruin, both teams looking very potent, at least on the attacking side in these first 2 minutes. Winter. Oh, a little bit of a swing and a miss. It looked like the net could have been open for them. That's okay. Humpley is going to look for Winter. This time they don't miss, but the pass winds up behind. Not going to get punished. Everyone timing for the ball. It's a little sloppy here, Mendrix, and well, the end result is just the ball back into neutral territory.
Yeah, a bit of an ebb and flow. Humpley up high. We'll knock to Winter. Winter looking to send it down. It's going to be a bit of well, it's a shot and a pass at the same time. A bit of a dual threat. Ball's going in. It's going to be close, but Smebs will get it clear. Humpley brings it back once again. Flip resets overhead. Stops again. Beats 1 player, but it still gets cleared on out.
Barracuda throwing it down. Already plays underneath. Blue Ninja does find Winter, and I'm loving. I know it hasn't resulted in a lot of goals since that first minute. In fact, they're about to get punished for it right now. Top Barracuda, credit for the goal. I forget what I'm saying. I was about to credit, the Ashdale side for how dynamic their attacks have been. But again, it's the risk that you run. When you commit everybody to a play, if you don't score, the counterattack will always be available against you.
Yeah, and that ends up being the case there as well. But I think there's also a testament as well. It's like, yeah, these guys are amazing in Division 1, but again, this is Division 1 of the high school league. There's still going to be a few things that they need to obviously improve on when it comes to that execution. That's a beautiful shot, but not going to be able to make it sit in the end. You can see, actually, no beautiful save coming across the Fishikami, unable to get the stick on it. Ball comes across the corner. Steb's got no boost. He's going to have to try and make a tempo play. They do manage to get it out for the time being, but Winter's now in control of the ball.
And Winter wants to play off that corner. Has Mebs underneath. Slow bounce towards the net, but still not quite in. Here comes Fishikami now. Across, but still no shot, still no goal. Tie game, 100 seconds to go. Things are looking a lot more settled, though, than that first minute and a half. Or are they? It's a mistouch from Barracuda. Nearly punished. Fishikami has the save.
Yeah, Humphrey trying to make the most of it, but defense in position there. They managed to not throw that one away. Winters tries to get a flip reset, but unable to get 4 wheels behind the ball. Humphrey now in control. 100 boost. It's going to be a crossfield play. Does get challenged. Will be relieved of ball control for the time being.
Yeah, we'll see what they're going to be able to find as that ball bounces off the roof. Winter trying to get a bit of a reset, but still just has it taken away by top Barracuda. Still 1:05 to go. Ball up for grabs as it's a case of the whiffles there going both ways. Slow roller. Smith pops it up. Waiting underneath. It'll be Winter going from one side to the other. Top Barracuda again centering play. Snaps too slow. Blue Ninja plays take away. Neither team really able to establish an advantage. It might come here from the blue side. Winter can't get behind it.
Yeah, ends up sending it back on through for Shikami. Wants to make a quick play to make a steal on it, but it will be pushed towards Smebs. Top Barracuda go for a bit of a pinch play between each other. Ball's bouncing to slow roll, but they will be able to get that out. Humpley tries to challenge it. I think the beat is essentially there. That's a good shot from Winter, but it's just going to miss. You can see, cause a little bit of chaos here for the Maroons or for St. Peter's, but in the end, they will get it on out. Smebs is trying to keep it or get it away from Blue Ninja. Blue Ninja gets the beat onto one, but Fishikami will power it on out.
Yeah, they will. 10 seconds left. Oh, that's on target. Post down. Not quite there. Second touch off the wall. And Fishikami may have just saved this game. Maybe even have flipped it around and Smebs can put it on. No, Winter back for the save. 0 seconds. And just like our first series, game number 1 goes to overtime.
Yeah, but the speed of this one is immaculate. The attacks coming in have been really good as well. This one is an absolute treat going forward, already going straight towards that overtime. Humpley in control, wants to try and get the jump on this, won't be able to get there. Winters does a nice little hit overhead. Maybe this bounce is awkward. Nope, Shikami makes the read and sends it out.
Then out across that midfield, top Barracuda. What have you got? Over the top of another. Where's the team?
Oh.
There they come. They both miss Metrics. And Winter will walk the dog home. That's going to be a 3-2 win for Ashdale.
Oh, what a beautiful little flick. Oh, the commit on the challenge. You always would have one person shadowing back at least, but unfortunately, they got a little bit itchy on the trigger. They pulled it too early, and Ashdale are able to take away that first win of the series.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy end to that one. I also like Blue Ninja, by the way, stealing that goal away from the teammate. Just to make sure, you know.
Hey, it's going to secure these things, okay? You know, sort of steal is secure. It's a secure.
I look. This isn't like other games, Medrix. That was stolen. All right, but that's okay. We know who the hero was in that situation, and now we get ready to go into game number 2. Ashdale up 1-0 in the series. Got to do it 2 more times, but if the rest of the series plays out as that first game did, I think we're in for a treat.
Well, things speeding up very quickly with a demo. Fishikami, obviously, a little bit frustrated with the outcome of the last game. Wants to increase that physicality. You can see here Smebs has control. He's going to send it for a good shot. Humpley will handle that one nicely. Top Barracuda sends it back to Fishy, but there's no boost available. But it seems to work out in the end nonetheless. See if they can make a play. Going to use it off the backboard. Too much pepper on it. We'll send it overhead.
Send it from one corner to the other, and now trying to push it back. Winter playing off that backboard. Gets it around 1. Isn't able to get around Fishikami, although the bump will certainly help. Here comes Humpley now. Smibs also avoids the bump. I'm loving the physicality coming from Ashdale, but it's not working out. Not straight away. Winter could sort of slow down in midfield. Pass across. Not there.
Yeah, Blue Ninja will hit it towards the sidewall. It's going overhead now. Top Barracuda gets control. Gets the beat onto 1. Blue Ninja's there to challenge Smebs. Unable to get a touch onto it. Ball's going just into the corner. It's going to be a center. Humpley will be there first. Sends it on through. Unable to get that first touch with the challenge midair, and both these teams are not willing to give each one an inch at the moment. Every single time the ball goes to the air, there's someone ready to challenge whoever's there first.
Yeah, that's usually a good sign of fast-paced. Can we do one without an own goal?
No.
One series without an own goal today.
That's not how it works. That's how it works. Shikami, nice little touch there. Look, Blue Ninja just wasn't expecting it.
It was a reset.
He just wasn't expecting it, Formal. He just wasn't expecting it.
I mean, yeah. All right. Well,
He wasn't expecting the reset, Formal. What was going to happen?
1-0 lead for St. Peter's. And nearly gets a second Smeb shot, just a little bit off.
Shikami in control. Unable to beat the players on through. It's going to go past top Barracuda back towards center. Winter. Limited boost. We'll send it towards the backboard. Blue Ninja jumps in, gets some bump. Comes to the ball. Let's see. It's going to be pinched between two players and set back towards Ashdale's half. Humpley tries to slow it down, but top Barracuda is the one that wins the ball. Blue Ninja is looking to get it out here. This is actually looking very dangerous now for Ashdale.
Oh, it is. It's very dangerous, but Winter. Oh, we saw this before. This time, though, they've got boost to take to the skies. Defense slows it down, but it's swinging and miss. Maybe it's a fake from Smeeves. So it's open up the middle of the field for top Barracuda. Smeeves looking for the bump. No, they're looking for the ball. And the redirect goes off to the side. Backboard pass, no one there to shoot. Possession maintained, though, for St. Peter's. Unfortunately for them, they're just not getting the ball in a shooting position.
They're even throwing in the demos towards the end there as well and just unable to make it stick. Now, ball's finally gone loose. Winter's in control, using a lot of boost just to keep it towards the center of the map. Back on through, goes back in for Shikami, will get control, sends it across Humpley. Soft touch, but manages to keep control for the time being. Will be able to grab themselves. That Blue Ninja also clearing the way, gets rid of Smebs. Winter looking to make a shot for Shikami, will get there. Winter, this is looking dangerous. Smebs, what a save. They were able to make the read that Winter was going for.
It was close. It was very, very close, but it's not quite in just yet. 2:07 still remaining on the clock. Winter. First touch was okay. Second touch underneath, not able to get there in time. Still 2 minutes to go. Blue Ninja gets that ball centered. Here comes Humpley now from one part of the pitch to the other. Still not in. Minute 53, and I actually surprised. I kind of expected Ashdale to have found a goal by now. They look so dynamic game one. Instead, they're having to make crazy saves. All of those good plays spent on that defensive half.
Well, Winston now looking for an opportunity for the reset overheads. Good. Oh, it gets bounced. It's not enough. Oh, that was so much work there for no result. But I do like it. There's a few more of those, and maybe they can put one away in this series or put one away in this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's just it. They're still looking for that equalizing goal, but credit where it is due right now. The St. Peter's Maroons, it's been their midfield play, Mendrix, and it's the midfield play that finds the goal right here.
Yeah, Shikami sends it to Barracuda. So simple there, right off the first touch. Seizing that little bit of a gap just in between the post and the player. And St. Peter's looking to make a series out of this one.
That they are. Winter's gonna pop one up. Shikami, can't make that save initially. Ball kind of rotates its way around the corner. Eventually it's gonna make its way towards Blue Ninja. Not quite this time. Caught. Midfield by Winter. Where does he go? Reset. Back down to Blue Ninja. Shot. Is it on? Not quite.
One placing towards the center. Shikami will pick it up. Ball goes high. It's looking very menacing. Winter managed to put it down. That was an awkward save, so props to Winter for getting that one back down. 40 seconds left. Pass towards Humpley. They get a beat onto one. Shikami's there to save. Not the best touch afterwards. And the ball goes back towards the center. It's going to be loose. And with 20 seconds to get possession back like this is not good. Blue Ninja trying to wrest it back. Maybe that's enough. It's not the equalizing goal, but it's a good start.
Makes things interesting, that's for sure. Blue Ninja. Just a beautiful touch pass, and unfortunately the clear through the corner a bit more centered than the defense would like. Good punish coming from Ashdale. Now what do you got with 27 seconds? What type of kickoff is in the arsenal to make this interesting? Bumping your teammate and not the ball, probably not ideal.
Yeah, not exactly what you want to have happen. Shikami is waiting in the wings, perhaps going to jump on it, chooses not to. Looks for a center, it's going to be challenged. Blue Ninja's got control of the ball and some boost as well to boot. This could be an opportunity for the equalizer. Ashdale wants to get overhead. They beat one player. You can see Blue Ninja comes in. It's going to be Winter for the shot, but unable to make it work. If Shikami drives it out, they want to send it down. They do not want to have a play with it. Ball goes wide, and I think that is going to be enough. St. Peter's equalize the series.
Out of 1-1er. Ooh, tied series already. Again, we kind of expected this one to be a banger, and it's living up to it. so far. If this momentum continues, but well, it's a tough. It's just been a tough one to call. I gotta admit, Mendrix, it feels like it could go either way.
Absolutely. Whoever's got better form, whoever's just more on point. I'm just looking at it as well, thinking, is there anything that's sort of being a very glaring weakness? Just going back through my mind, replaying what's going through my head, and to be honest, it just seems to be, I can't call it. You're right. Nothing really comes to mind here. It's anyone's game, anyone's series.
See how it plays out. 4:58 to go. Swing and a miss from top Barracuda. Smibs. Oh, it's a light touch towards the net, but not in. Smibs. What have you got, Smibs? What have you got? Winter. Cross midfield. Again, over to Winter. Looking for Blue Ninja. No, it's actually Humpley, but it's not in.
Yeah, managed to get that one cleared. You can see a bit of action here as we've got a bit of a fight for possession. Top Barracuda tries to send it overhead, tries to go themselves. Blue Ninja reads that nicely, just sits behind the ball in the shadowy position. Winter looking good. This is looking like it's open. Managed to get that one little beat and very quickly gets themselves the lead here in game number 3.
Yeah, it's just going to be an early 1-0 lead from Winter. And I'm pretty sure this is the first time we have seen Ashdale get the first goal in a game this series. We'll see how it affects how this one does play out, but nice start for the team in blue. Can they keep that momentum going? Snabes to the other side, though, has a teammate, Fishy Kami, who just struck it right towards the net. Save, though, made by Blue Ninja.
Yeah, it was a good attempt. Blue Ninja was able to get there. Another send on down, another little touch there to reposition everything. Blue Ninja gets it out to safety of the corner. It's going to be recentered back in for Shikami. Can't get there. Smeb so close. Isn't able to make that one now. Winter centering overhead. Gets the flip reset. Unable to use it. Blue Ninja now is the one jumping on it. Tries to center it in using the backboard, but it will go towards top Barracuda. And they'll guide it out for the time being. Loose ball. Shikami's the one to jump on it, but it's going to send it towards the backboard, and Winter's going to clear it out.
Yeah, going to clear it out from one side to the other. Ball slow rolling through the corner. Blue Ninja gets it across to Fishikami. Here comes Winter now, though, looking for a double touch to drop it in. Not this time. Fishikami shot on 2 players. Dive and save. Top Barracuda with the catch. Actually has it taken away by Blue Ninja as we go from one end to the other. Fishikami there. Winter catch, but again, Fishikami just denying. Pushing towards the goal, but no one there to finish the shot.
Yep, Smebs will get the win onto that one. We'll continue the ball as it goes to the corner towards top Barracuda. Winter gets there first and sends it back. Shikami pushing towards the center as they come back in. Winter has control. Will actually pass to Humpley, but Fishikami tries to jump on that opportunity. Unable to make it stick. Smebs sends it back. Ball's going to be a few swings and misses. Humpley, nice little strike, puts it on through. Winter almost gets there, but Fishikami, again, just a steel trap, keeps that ball out.
Keeping it out, keeping it alive. Here we go. Ball bowing towards the net off the backboard. Here comes top Barracuda. No. Corner instead. Top Barracuda tries to stay on the play, but just drives it straight into the Blue Ninja, who now it's going right over the top. 2 beat, can't beat the third.
Oh, so much work was done there. You can see 2 players just committing directly afterwards. That's going to buy some time for them. Not sure that was a good one. Okay, good, thank God. All right. Fishikami doesn't get that one. So the ball continues to go through. Humpley sets it up, beats 2, sends it over the head. Blue Ninja has to go and challenge Fishikami. They're trying to get the center in. 3 players up here. Maybe this counterattack might be devastating, but they do manage to recover.
They manage to get up and around the corner as well. Ball in a very dangerous spot, but Humpley puts it out, not in. Refreshing change of pace from what we've seen so far. Fishikami and looking for something to play off that sidewall towards the net, but the defense continues to hold, continues to play back. Weird commit from everybody. Winter has to be careful, lets it ride. Probably the smart choice, but you can definitely feel that pressure right now from the Maroons. Oh, that's awkward. Still caught by top Barracuda.
Keeps it in play for the time being, but that was a brief respite that Ashdale sorely needed. So we do seem to be going back into the same position there. We'll go for another clear again. Top Barracuda in control. We'll take it towards the wall, gets the beat onto one, sends it across. Humpley's in position in the quick post.
Oh, beautiful.
Just pushes it in. Winter, though, gets the save. And we will get another clear. That was great play, but just unable to make it work.
That's a very nice save. I mean, credit where it's due. That save just timely, on point, and keeping this one interesting. Still a minute 5 on the clock. Humpley play off their own backboard. Everybody kind of diving for the ball. Still 1 minute to go. Fishy calmly waiting, but pulls back instead. It's going to be Humpley across the middle towards the net. Still no goal.
Look, it's been a lot of shots, a lot of opportunities, but ultimately Ashdale has that 1-goal lead. If Hourglass does drip out of time, we're at this point without a response from St. Peter's, and we'll take the lead once again in the series. Blue Ninja knocks it over through to Humpley. Humpley's got no boost, but we'll steal some for their trouble. Slows it down. That's a nice little pass back towards Winter, who can't get the angle. Ball will go loose. You can see Ashdale definitely trying to play the possession game now.
Yeah, they're trying to find something, trying to create anything. It's going to be Winter across the middle. Ishikami underneath gets 1 touch, but Humpley is already there. Ball staying midfield. Blue Ninja with a touch towards the goal, caught by Smebs. 10 seconds left. Winter lets that one fall. Blue Ninja stays behind it. Demo found. I don't know if the Maroons are going to stop this one. Winter seals the deal, and they will advance to match point.
Yeah, it took a lot for them to get that second goal, but it does come through in the end, and it was going to be off the back of Winter. Nice little play through. Top Barracuda's got no boost to get there in time, and yeah, that's going to be the nail in the coffin for game number 3, and Ashdale showing us why they are this number 2 seed in the competition.
I will see what more they're going to be able to get as that timer does tick down. Ball not quite hitting the ground just yet. Winter will go from one corner to the other, caught by Fishy Kami, and that does it. So Ashdale, 1 game away from a trip to the finals. They're going to be feeling good after that series. Or after that game, I should say. The series not done yet.
And very well deserved as well. It's going to be Winter, the MVP there. 582 points, putting those goals on. Doing a lot of work. It's definitely going to be a rough moment here now for St. Peter's Maroon. Again, they're going to have that pressure of knowing that it's series point. Ashdale, of course, just need that one little win here to push forward in the rest of the competition. And if they do get that, St. Peter's Maroon will be out.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one. Of course, after this, we will be showing our other Div 1 semifinal, which is looking to be Phoenix Gold versus Moria Esports. Still waiting for the conclusion of Phoenix Gold versus the Tweed River Turtles. We'll see how that plays out, but right now, 1 game away from Ashdale. Can they punch their ticket to the Div 1 final here? Fishy Kami still with hope, but can't put the shot on.
Yeah, good gusto. Good resilience, trying to obviously show some heart. The ball goes through. Oh, it's not going to go in.
Oh, no
that was
way.
Looking like it might be tragic. Oh, very dangerous, but not going to go in. Shikami gets to beat him to 1, using the wall dashes as well. Try and get overhead, but Winter shuts him down with the demo. Doesn't want to deal with any of that. Humpley gets the beat onto that. Shikami will pick up the loose ball. And as it goes for a center, no one in position just yet. Top Barracuda also being physical. Doesn't want to let Winter have control, but will have to cede it. Ball's being slowed down, but everyone's trying, scrambling to grab some boost.
They're just trying to create something. What an angle from Smebs. That would have gone in had Humpley not been there. And no, Humpley can't save that one. Fishy Kami gets the first goal.
Oh, you can see Humpley was still trying to recover as well. Even came out a little bit. Was kind of hoping that Winter would have that control, but it was well fought by Fishikami. And Humpley with no boost just couldn't get back in time. And St. Peter's, they're holding. They've got their last stand here now. Well, perhaps their last stand, but they're definitely struggling on through. They don't want to give this away to Ashdale.
No, they do not. 3:50 on the clock. Fishikami throws it down, caught by Humpley. All midfield, Smebs doing what they can. A second goal would do wonders for St. Peter's to get themselves back in this series in the comfortable spot. Fishy Kami, he's the one who you want to see make those plays. Can't finish it. Smebs can't either. Humpley has to save again this time. Blue Ninja, though. Oh, got fakes off the play. Gonna change possession right back over to the Maroons.
Yep. Push it on through. Winston's going to be the one to try and seize that. Not really the best corner, but still has control for the time being. He's going to beat the challenge in the end. Still, the ball is on their side of the field, making things deadly. Top Barracuda, soft touch. Blue Ninja will handle that nicely. It's going to be cleared away. Blue Ninja using all their boosts. It's going to miss, but it will go towards Humpley. Tries to get overhead. Smebs gets the win. Sends it on through. Winter has some time here. Will try to make it work, but Top Barracuda immediately closing the gap.
That they were. And now Smebs actually going to try to close the gap to the net this time. Getting it closer. Fishikami's follow-up. This touch is going to be dangerous. Backboard caught by Humpley, but where do you go from here? You've got to keep control or else you might hit some strife in the late reset. Could have saved a counter-attacking goal. Barracuda doesn't get the redirect they were looking for. Halfway through this game, the ball feels like it's been on the blue side for so much of game 4. Do we get to see Ashdale actually get on the attack?
Yeah, they're definitely holding on for the time being. It seems to be a bit of a reverse, right? Last time it was Ashdale with the early goal. This time around, St. Peter's Maroon, and pressure being pushed on here for Ashdale. Top Barracuda, plenty of boost. Go towards Humphrey, who gets it nice and clear from the backboard. Fishy keeps it in play, sending it down to Smebs, but Winter will be there to wrest control back. Ball goes loose temporarily. Winter has no boost. He's going to have to make a tempo play, send it across. Blue Ninja, nice little redirect, sends it to the corner, but Smebs will handle that nicely. Good amount of boost, passing the Fishikami, that's a shot! And what a save for a Winter! Oh, my God, the plays have been great.
I mean, those saves are good, but they still need the goal. They still need any semblance of attacking pressure as well. I'm going to look at the shot differential. Only one shot coming from Ashdale with 100 seconds remaining. I mean, this is far removed from that innovative offense that we saw through those first 3 games. Credit where is due. St. Peter's Maroons, they have just controlled this 4th game, this must-win game. But all it takes with a 1-goal lead is one moment to let it slip, and it could all be for naught.
Winter has plenty of boost here. We'll get it over for Shikami. Top Barracuda will be there to keep it away. Knocks it towards the corner. Maybe an opportunity. There's a shot. And that is to kneel the lead. 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock. In St. Peter's Maroon, they want to push it the rest of the way.
Yeah, I think we should be looking at a Game 5 angle right now. It's looking more and more likely we're going to Champions Field, which is kind of what you want for a series like this. There we go, 1:08 still to go. Winter off the roof. Did it have it? No, not this time. It's going to be Fishy Kami getting in the way instead. Blue Ninja trying to rotate back. Kami goes over the top. Tries to find a teammate. Doesn't have anyone there. Not on this instance. Smebs, what have you got? It's a shot on target, and this game is kind of getting out of reach.
Yeah, that was a really wicked angle as well. You can see the touch there. A bit of hesitation from Ashdale. Usually you'd have one player in the air ready to try and seize that, but you can tell perhaps they're not thinking about this game anymore. Maybe they've got their mind set for game number 5 and the reset. And these goals coming through are just becoming a formality.
That they are. 50 seconds to go. Winter, no. Okay, if there was any chance of the comeback, well, it goes down in flames right then and there. It was a good touch from Winter, but not good enough. More swings and misses from the attack. Ashdale, it's all about how you turn this one around. It's all about how you get yourself back in it, because with 30 seconds left, yeah, we're going to Champs Field.
And this momentum is going to be beautiful for the Maroons to come off to. 3-0, the scoreline here in the game. As I say that, Winter does a good job to sort of get rid of some of that wind in their sails. Humphrey, nice little play overhead, and Winter's just reacting, was thinking the ball's not going to come this way, but I'll get some boost, and a beautiful little hit from Smebs, or redirected, just perhaps not get the touch they wanted, sends it straight to Winter's way, and they'll get that little consolation prize.
That is just a consolation prize. It's not really enough to really kind of dictate where this series may go. Ball falls down in the corner. Humpley, what have you got? Pass, shot, wait. Oh, had that got in, maybe something crazy could have happened, but unfortunately the shot was wide. So we go to game 5 with a finals appearance on the line. You wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, this is the series. We said it was going to be a banger, and the teams have delivered in spades and diamonds here. Like, everything's been coming through across. Loving it, what they've been putting it on there. Fishikami, of course, the MVP of that particular game. Doing some really good stuff there. Like you said, just so many more shots there for Fishikami. Ended up being the deciding factor.
Yeah, it was a good one, but there's still one more match to go. So how will this play out? Can Ashdale punch their ticket? Their near perfect season. They would hate for it to come up one game short, just like during the group stage. But for St. Peter's Maroon, these guys have been keeping it so competitive. The number 3 seed, they'd love the upset, but they're going to have to do it from behind.
Oh, what a quick kickoff. What a quick way to really set the pace here and bounce back from what was a disappointing game number 4. Blue Ninja, perfect little touch there off the backboard, sets it on through, and pressure on now for St. Peter's, because every time a quick goal's come across for one team, they seem to hold that lead and take away the game.
A 1-0 advantage right now. This ball comes off that backboard. Follow-up shot this time. The defense there for the saves. 45 seconds. Winter Lets that one fall. Ball's just bouncing across the middle of the field. Uh-oh. Oh, nearly got dangerous right there again. Humpley doing what they can. But if we see, even a goal behind though, if we see this St. Peter's team do what they did in game 4, just control that middle of the field, create their pressures that way, they should be able to come back in this one. I don't know, how much does your play style change when you're a point down, I should say, in game 5?
Whoa.
Oh, that redirect, it should have gone in.
That should have been something, but in the end, the result doesn't come through. Ninja looking to get a center, but will be picked up by Fishikami, who uses all their boost to make another center play. Ball's going through. Humpley will deal with that. We'll get it out. Nice and control. Goes for a flick overhead. Top Barracuda will obviously get the demo onto Blue Ninja just to shut down any chance of an attack. Humpley will control it. Blue Ninja slows it down. Also gets physical there. Top Barracuda gets in the middle of it. This is a committed attack from the Maroons, and this is what you wanted to see, Thormal.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is, but unfortunately, it's just short-lived. It's not like that game 4 suppression. They're not able to sustain the attack for nearly as long. Their biggest strength last game was never giving up that possession air dribble bump. Not on target. It looked like the ball just got pushed a bit wide. I don't know, man. Like again, it still should be okay for St. Peter's Maroons if they can just reestablish that same flow. They've been struggling to find it. Ooh, Fishikami too far back.
Yeah, Winter just gets there. I think it was also expending all their boost to make that save. Got Barracuda sends it back again. Winter, soft little touch overhead, makes it a dangerous position. They've got control. They will win out on the 50. They do manage to get a little pass over in the beat. Now, maybe an opportunity here. You need St. Peter's Maroon to recover quickly. That's looking dangerous.
Ooh.
But Fishikami gets it clear.
That was close. Not quite in just yet. Still 2.5 minutes to go. Humpley across the midfield. Fishikami doing what they can to keep it somewhat centered. Here comes Winter now off that sidewall. Pressure not really mounting just yet. Still halfway through this game. And you got to think so eventually something's going to open up. It might be from Winter. Backboard setup. Oh, it's such a weak shot, Vendrix, and it won't go in.
Yeah, it was on target, but it just needed a little bit more power. Fishikami now in control. Does a bit of a zap dash, but unable to follow through. Limited boost makes things difficult. Winter will get that one clear. As I say that, it's not really the best touch. Blue Ninja feeling the pressure as well. We'll jump on that. Top Barracuda grabs the ball, sends back to Winter. Winter, another sort of missed touch, I would say, as it gets sent back. Blue Ninja now trying to get a beat over the two players, but discipline from St. Petersburg will hold on to that.
Ooh.
Midfield, it's a good shot, but Winter once again back in time to defend. And yeah, you can see the Maroon just need to make something happen. Maybe it's not quite the same suppression they had before, but they're definitely looking a bit strong. As I say that, Winter goes for a shot, unable to make it stick.
Unable to hit that mark just yet. Still a minute and a half to go. Winter. Oh, fakes the reset. It didn't really work out. And oh no! What happened to Hopefully? That's going to tie the game.
Oh, you can just see it immediately. You can hear it in my voice as I was like, what happened there, Humpley? Just a bit of a soft challenge. Should have probably looked for it as well. You can see that they felt they didn't have the position for it and had to try and make some sort of desperate dash in a direction. But it wasn't really a dash. It was more of a fumble. And we have ourselves an even game. Could we possibly be going to overtime in game number 5 here for a position in the finals?
It could be the case. A minute 10 to go. Winter trying to stay behind it, actually gets demoed for their effort. Fishikami just throws one on target, caught by Humpley, but here comes the pressure underneath. Still a minute remaining. I feel like the next goal is going to win this series. Does it come from Smebs? Does he have a teammate? No, they're both midfield, and Humpley gets a free clear. Teammates bumping into each other too. Mendrix are falling apart.
Oh, the ball's going through. Smebs gets back in time. Oh, the pressure's being really turned up by Ashdale now. Winter doesn't get the flip reset, has to try and make that one work instead. Humpley's going to do a good job to keep the ball in under pressure here against the Maroons. Blue Ninja keeps it into the corner. Smebs can't get it as well. It's going to get finally cleared by Fishikami. Winter's going for a crossfield play, gets the boost. He's going to jump over, beats 1, beats 2.
Oh,
makes it rough.
Get past the third.
Oh, it's still in position. It does not do all the work of Blue Ninja. Puts it away. 20 seconds left on the clock, and Winter is able to dismantle most of the St. Peter's team to get that goal through.
What a drive up the pitch. The defense just could not read it, and now for St. Peter's Maroons. 20 seconds. What have they got off the kickoff? It's set up for Smebs, who just throws it straight towards net. Humpley pops it up. Winter should be able to clear it out. It's a little bit awkward, but with the reset, no, they don't use it. They still drive it forward. 7 seconds. Humpley's the lone defender. Barracuda looking to set up Smebs. 3 seconds. It's past the defense. Where's the shot? Kami, no, goes corner instead. Ball gets centered towards the net, but it does get down, and Ashdale takes the series.
Oh, what a way that game went. Just when we thought that it was going to be going to overtime, they managed to pick up the pieces at the very end and put one final away off the back of such a beautiful play from Winter. Blue Ninja may have had the goals, but Winter definitely was a hero there at the very end.
Yeah, it was a big series and a big win for Ashdale. They'll be playing next week in the finals, but Mendrix, we got to figure out who they're going to be up against.
That's right, that's right. I couldn't agree more on that sort of sentiment. So what that means was we'll be going to a quick break while we do figure out the standings, see where it all sits and lands, and bring you that next game. Do not go anywhere. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Australian Esports League High School competition for Rocket League. It was a quick break and we have the teams ready to roll. Formal, this is going to be a big one. Just to go through ahead, Phoenix Gold, tough to beat here for Mariah.
Yeah, it's the number 1 seed versus the number 5 seed coming into this one. Mariah, to their credit, did sweep LCTAS in order to get to the series, but they're against that undefeated squad of Phoenix Gold. It's going to be tough for them.
Yeah, Camo, Tontness have been really powerful. I mean, we've seen them along in the last game before, so I'd be interested to see how they do come to the table. Let's see what Mariah have, but it's going to be a good one. The players are set, all the pieces of the puzzle are in place, and we're able to bring you that picture. It's the final game for today. And let's see if Mariah has it in them to take one away from the undefeated team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can piece it all together. I mean, it's always a tough ask to go against an undefeated squad, but I don't know, crazier things have happened. I just look though at this Phoenix Gold side. I look at Tauntless, I look at Camo, and well, when I look at Donk, I almost think about a different game, but still similar vibes for this side. And I don't know who can beat this team. Maybe it will be Mariah. Maybe they have hit that magic mark today and they can pull off the upset.
Well, like you said, clean sweep against LCTAS definitely shows they've got a bit of match going in. As I say, that Camo unable to make it work, but Tauntless is there to pick up the pieces afterwards. But that was a beautiful play from Camo. Look at the speed from this as well. I don't think they were expecting him to play off the ceiling and then get the flip reset. That is some seriously quick play.
Yeah, that was fast. That was efficient. I loved the scoop shot, and just like that, it's a 1-0 lead for Phoenix Gold, who it feels like every time we catch them on stream, it does turn a little, it does turn a little bit into the Phoenix Gold highlight show. Almost had a low light right there. Fortunately, Donk was back for the save, but that's what you have to be aware you're up against in a series against this team right now. They are fast, they are flashy, and they will punish you for the smallest of mistakes.
It's one of those things where sometimes you feel in Division 1 players are losing a bit of efficiency and speed for the flashy play. Just doesn't seem to be the case with Phoenix Gold. The flashiness doesn't come at the expense of the speed and precision, and that goes to show why they are the top team.
We'll see how much they're able to find. If the ball's going to fall down, Donk tries to go for it. Oh, everybody. Yeah, swinging and missing on that one. Tauntless just going to drop it towards the net. Caught by Shifted, but Camo's already there, avoiding teammates, looking for a quadruple touch? How many times can you touch it before you put it in? Camo can't find the magic touch, though, to finish the play.
But you can just see Phoenix Gold continuing to keep the pressure on. Again, forcing Mariah to make the big saves and make things. As I say that, though, Shifted so simply. Such a strong angle. Just makes it through as well. Gets the beat onto the players. They weren't expecting such a quick turnaround. Didn't even need any boost to make that work.
Just a shot out the corner, right down the middle. Tie ball game, 1-1. Good stuff coming from the team in blue as they're going to be looking to try to continue that.
Ball's going to go through now.
I should say against the team in blue is what I meant, by the way, but you know.
Camo.
Okay.
All right, Camo.
That's the good stuff from the team in blue.
Just says, you know what, don't worry, guys, I've got this. Nice little touch there. Goes for a fake into the flip reset to get the beat on the two players. And right off the kickoff, it's a short-lived celebration after getting the equalization as Phoenix Gold pull ahead once again at 2-1. Not like this. It's buttery smooth, formal. Get the popcorn.
I tried to get a drink of water. I was trying to, you know, refresh myself, but again, just a kickoff, not even touched. It's not even touched by Mariah.
Too much butter. Just too much butter. It's too slippery. The ball was too slippery and it slipped right through their fingers. Not again. Okay, I was gonna say that's dirty that they didn't get it. They should have at least gotten that one back. Come on.
Now that's the difference between the number 1 and the number 5 seed.
Yeah, I know,
right?
right?
If it had been going the other way, that goes in. But unfortunately for Mariah, not quite. Wolf, wasn't expecting the waterfall. Their angle getting caught out a little bit as the ball starts to make its way back to the orange side of the field.
What is that extra piece of the puzzle in blue lock? A little bit of luck. That's the part of it comes down to it. Sometimes luck does play a role in where the competition ends, and you can see there again that Division 1 seed, or the number 1 seed in Division 1, grabbing that little bit of luck in the ball and not going in. That being said, 2 minutes left on the clock. Mariah still holding the line for the time being. They're still within striking distance, but as that timer goes down, that distance obviously is getting wider and wider.
A bunch of cars swinging and a bunch of cars missing as well. Still a minute 55 to go on this one. Donk trying to do what they can, but pressure still making its way through the corner. Shifted, throwing it up and across over to Tauntless. Ball stays somewhat grounded, pinch from one side to the other. Still a minute 40 to go as Camo puts one towards the net but can't quite get it in.
Well, gonna come out wide. Donk's gonna send it through to Camo. Camo with control, keeps the ball high. Oh, that was just very nice. I mean, that was definitely a reposition play, just, you know, making it work on the fly. Just look at that. Looks so smooth. Straight off the back wall, once it gets up high, and then immediately puts enough power behind it to finish it off.
Yeah, that is going to be a very nice little goal. So a 4-1 lead going in favor now. This is looking a little bit more what I expected from Phoenix Gold, unfortunately, Medrix, because once they start to click, it's like they can score at ease, at will, whenever they want, even when they go for pinches like that. Okay, it doesn't go in, but it felt like it should have. Yeah,
and you can see Camo goes for another shot. It's going to be saved, and it just seems to be shot after shot here. The pressure doesn't stop. The best defense is a good offense. If your opponent can ever strike back, you're sure to win. Camo has 3 players bearing their path. Stop that one from going through. Finally, maybe a bit of respite here for Mariah as they do get it out. Totness will also steal the boost at the last second. Shazzy sends it to the wall. Camo gets control of it. This is what I'm talking about as well. This is something that you don't really see from some of the other teams in Division 1. Normally that backboard play is set up there for donk off the back of it. Normally they see these hits here in control. Normally they push it into the ceiling or they push it to the side and the ball goes loose. Camo's able to hold it and just control it the rest of the way and make these opportunities.
Yeah, that was just a good shot, putting it in. 5-1 now, lead just building more and more. 35 seconds to go. Tauntless, what have they got towards the corner? Still not in. Instead, going to come back up the other way. Shazzy only go so far with it. 25 seconds to go. What has Camo got? Backward down. Oh my!
I didn't think he was going to get the double. Even I'm like, that's a hard double to hit. And you just can see, I mean, look at the position he's in. He just manages to get there the whole way through. What excellent control over the aerial, just understanding how to position the ball, like, through it the whole way. That is amazing control. I can't take it away from him. That's 6-1. Remember, let's go to Brazil.
Yeah, I mean, it could be the case. What a way to start off our fight. You know, all of our other matches today opened with an overtime, Mendrix, and now we're getting a borderline Brazil. Hey, it still could happen. I think the defense may have done just enough to save it right there. Timer's going to go ahead, hit 0, ball hits the ground. Phoenix Gold takes game 1.
Wow, this is tough. We were asking the questions, does Mariah have the goods to perhaps put up a competition here? And as it stands right now, with the likes of Camo in control of the ball, they might not have it. They've still got another few more opportunities to come to the table and show us what they can do, but it's going to be tough. I mean, just having a quick look here again at the level of brilliance that is coming here from Phoenix Gold. I don't blame them. I'd be sitting there. If it was me playing this, I'd be like, okay, fair enough. Good stuff, guys. You can take it from here. But yeah, you have to fight. You have to fight. It's I wouldn't even feel bad in this scenario.
I mean, I'd feel a little bit roughed up, but that's okay. We'll see how they go. Game number 2. What can Mariah do right now? Wolves isn't moving. We got a player not moving off the kickoff.
He's moving now. Oh, a bit of problems there. Oh.
Lag on my end, but
still there. Still connected.
Hopefully they get going. And there's the disconnect, so we're going to see a pause happening here. Hopefully they'll be able to get themselves back in that game shortly, but yeah, a little bit of a tech pause moment.
Back to our beautiful faces. Hey, everyone. Yeah, I mean, looking at there, I think they've managed to, it looks like they're reconnecting at this moment in time, so we'll get them in and back to the action shortly. Yeah, I'm unsure what needs to be done here on the side of Mariah. I think just be a bit more physical, get in their faces, do not give them an opportunity to make those flashy plays. Sometimes the sparkles can't get off if you've got a lot of dirt being smudged onto them, and the best way to do that is just to ram your car straight into them. I reckon that might be the way.
All right, well, we are going to send it back into this game in just a few moments. Yeah, and then we'll see what happens. I think we're going to be redoing game number 2, though. It'll be starting back at the 5-minute mark.
Yeah, it's been 15 seconds, no goals. I don't think anyone's going to be hard done by that scenario. I think it's a fair outcome considering the start there. So once we get the green light, we'll be jumping straight back on into it. And looks like the green light's been given. Here we go.
Yeah, right back into it. So again, a 1-game lead, and all the cars are moving this time. So there we go. We're good.
It's a beautiful sight. That's what you want. Everyone in motion, rotating, positioning, getting it all correct. Wolfsy, or Wolfies, sends it to the taunt nest. We'll stop the play afterwards. Camo gets a chip overhead, keeps controlling it, gets the beat onto Wolfsies as well, but Shazzy will get back in time. Donk, play that third man position, is going to jump on it just yet. Ball goes overhead. Maybe an opportunity here for Mariah, but Camo will keep that one out. And doesn't want any sneaky goals coming through just yet. Camo, he's so good with that control, sends it across. But again, that's what I wanted to see, a bit of physicality, a bit of challenge. You can't get flashy if you've got a player in your face.
No, you can't, but you can start to put pressure on. Through the corner we go. Taunt nest doing what they can. Ball falls down. Camo, what have you got? You got two defenders in front of you. Can't get it past the first. Taunt nest again puts a shot on. This time it's going to be caught by Shazzy. And composed defense so far for this orange side, which is what they need. But for how long can they hold back this explosive attack? Nearly a shot across the middle, but again, it's going to be saved.
Yeah, Taunt nest sends it back in towards the back wall. Wolfsies will get the clear. Camo's already waiting in the center to re-get that back into the danger zone, but they will get it out once again. Taunt nest keeps it clear, sends it to Donk, who good control, just doesn't feel like there's any danger. Whenever it's on the Phoenix Gold's side of the half, they're like, okay, it's here now, let's look at control. As I say that, Shazzy comes in like a heat-seeking missile out of stealth, says, you know what, no danger. You're going to be feeling it when it comes across. Taunt nest just unable to get there. And that's a quick goal from Mariah. Well, not quick, but a minute and a half in. That's what you want to see happen. If you've got to get a series, they need to hold this now and keep finding goals like that.
And that they do. So it's a 1-0 lead. What does Taunt nest got? It has Camo on the other side. Do they connect? Not this time. Shazzy gets in the way. Taunt nest doesn't have to hide for it. Here we go. It's going to be Shazzy. Swing and a miss.
Well, shifted, sends it across. It's going to be a shot, but not enough power. Donk grabs the boost. Gets the flip reset. Tries to get it over Wolfsy. Wolfsy makes the read. Balls continue going forward. Shifted gets back on the rotation. Mariah, don't let that attack go through. Trying to come back for a counter. This is looking opportunity for Shazzy. Camo gets there first.
Ooh.
Knocks it. That's a nice little hit, but Wolfsies will be there to receive. Taunt nest now back in control. Goes for a center. See, Camo tries to get there, but it will be saved by Shifted. And Shazzy now back on the attack.
Trying to bring it back to that other side. Still 2.5 minutes to go. What does Shazzy do? Takes it to the roof. Donk makes the catch. Pinch off that wall. Shifted's going to keep chasing Wolfies. It's trying to ride. Now everyone's on the backboard. Someone's got to be proactive on this defense or you could get burned. Donk. Look at this. Has all the time in the world to get to midfield. Like, it feels like this orange side right now is playing not to lose instead of trying to win.
Yeah, they don't want to press the attack. But right now, I feel like playing not to lose is okay. You're up one. You saw what happens here with the moment Phoenix Gold gets a little bit of good momentum on it as they go in for another shot. Devastating. You can see Wolfsy still holding the line that third man position. They're not going to be able to go for a quick counter. They're going to have to play it smart. Wolfsy's trying to get out once again. Camo keeps it in. Donk sends it towards the corner. It's going to drop down. Camo goes for a shot, and there's the equalizer. I mean, it was working until it didn't.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Shazzy was back there, no boost. But you say it's working until it wasn't. You had Shifted, the player with the boost, sitting behind the goal line in net, Mendrix. They weren't being proactive trying to make the save. And unfortunately, sitting as a stationary target, the bump pressure came. They weren't able to make the play on the ball. Now we're looking at a tie ball game.
Wolfsies rises to the challenge. Shifted, clears out Taunt nest. Maybe an opportunity here for Mariah. Perhaps they're feeling the pinch from that last goal. Will definitely sting quite a bit when you've obviously finally managed to get a decent string of attacks together and obviously come up with a slight advantage here against the team that had you 6-1. Definitely had you to rights here in game number 1. But I guess if you look at it from an incremental improvement perspective, this game is looking a lot more competitive here for Mariah. They definitely do seem to have the goods to give Phoenix Gold a run for their money. That's the question we were asking. The question is can they convert that into a win? And what a pinch 50-50. Let's look at this here and see how it comes out. Yeah.
All what it is, that was just a dunk.
Yeah.
That was a dunk and then some Taunt nest.
That's a tragic moment there. What do we say? A bit of luck. A little bit of luck sometimes is the difference.
That was not luck. That was calculated, and I think MJ's on the wrong car right now. Here we go, though. Minute 5 still to go in this one. It's going to be tough for this orange side. It's going to be tough for Mariah to bring it back because I mean, when you had that lead for so long, you lose that momentum.
Oh, it's still
now they're
dangerous.
just trying to avoid putting it in their own net.
Dunk. Tries to dunk. Doesn't get it. Camo, stop that ball from coming across. You can see the pressure just stays on. It's just like, okay, cool, pressure back on. No problem. Pressure back on. I can understand why that goal sneaked through when you just always, it's like, why is the ball's always on this side of the field? Why is it like the one time it's on that side, we let it go through, you know what I mean? Like you can lapse your defensive pressure a little bit. And I think that's definitely the case there for Phoenix Gold when they do let the goals go through.
Oh, triple commit. That's always spooky. Doesn't get punished right away, but it still might, as it does cost a change of possession. 10 seconds to go. Last chance for Mariah, and I don't even think they get it. Totnes puts game 2 away.
Yeah. Wraps it in the present, puts a bow on top. Ready to go. Nice little delivery present here for Phoenix Gold as they do push further forward in the series. Game number 2 looking like it is all but a formality now for Phoenix Gold. Mariah, still an improvement, okay? Ultimately, an improvement on game number 1. I think it's just a matter of them being a little as consistent in game number 2 the whole way through in game number 3, and maybe we can get a series on our hands.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see, but it's going to be such a tough ask right now. Phoenix Gold, not as dominant, as you said, as they were in the first game, but it still doesn't feel like they were ever out of control.
Yeah.
And for me, that's like the most concerning point. Like, how do you get this team off balance? Because even when they're behind for a majority of the game, as soon as they find that weakness, as soon as they get that first point across, then it's just goal, goal, goal. Like, they can switch on at the drop of a hat, and that is impossible to play against.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with it. The only way they can like really match onto it is I say that Wolfsies has left the match. Might need to go for a little pause. Bring it back to us. Hello, everyone. How's it going?
Yep.
Wolfsies.
Hello.
Oh, I think Wolfsies back. We got everyone looking good. Just get the admin to check things out, make sure it's all looking hunky-dory, and we'll jump right back on in. Wait and see.
Hopefully, should be right.
Looking good.
Yes,
Yeah, another restart. All good. Magic. Nothing happened. This is the start of game number 3. Not the restart of game. It's the start of game number 3. My hypnosis voice. It's working right now. Camo.
Oh.
Not being hypnotized at all. Immediately puts the pressure on.
Yeah, Camo just does some crazy stuff when given space with that ball like that. And you can see are always going to be a threat, but able to get the goal really that time. Here we go, shifted down and across. What's Camo going to be able to bring? Shazzy underneath. Doesn't find too much. Camo now looking for Donk. They connect. Ball up. Here comes Totnes. Shifted should be able to get there and does for the save.
Yeah, good stuff from Shifted. Get straight into the action. Being proactive. That's what netted them some of the losses beforehand. Camo will be there. Collect the ball, but won't be there to follow through as well. Keeps it towards the center. Not sure how I feel about that. Let's say that Donk comes in. We'll get it on through. The beat ends up being the end, but the players have time to recover. Off the back wall, Fortness tries to send it through to Camo. And then wanted to go for a center play. This might be an opportunity.
Oh.
Maroon, but Camo will get back. Donk, of course, clearing out that pressure from the demo.
Totnes tries to make a play underneath, but can only do so much with it. Here comes Camo. It's a swing and a miss. Saji through the corner, looking for Shifted. Shots on, no! Totnes has that save. And, again, another go-ahead goal. It just feels so important for this orange side, but they can't find it yet.
Yeah, you can see Phoenix Gold can actually play that defensive role when they need to. Camo slows it down. Doesn't get the beat onto Shazzy. Ball will go loose. Shifted's in the air. Nice little touch overhead. Well, Donk will get the read, send it right back. Tries to follow through with another touch, but Shazzy will send it back towards the other side. Another long play. And Tauntness now in control. Goes for a fake. Leaves it to Camo. Nothing really going to come from it, though.
And nothing able to connect on that one. Still 3 minutes left. Donk to the backboard. Is there something there? No, not on this occasion. Still 3 minutes left on the clock. Donk just lets that one ride. Shazzy tries to make a play underneath. First touch a little bit awkward. Here we go off that backward taunt nest. Again, not there. Camo doing what he can through the corner and still no shot on.
Yeah, it's going to be deflected once again by another Mariah player as they do try to get that ball in position. Big shot from Shifted. That's a nice little quick pass. Unable to make it work. Donk will get back in time now. Perhaps an opportunity for Phoenix Gold. Camo sends towards the center. No one's there. Shifted. Use the back of the car. Keep the pressure out. Donk has some decent boost to set up here. Slowing it down now. He's going to be met by Shifted. Ball drops down. Camo unable to find the angle. Mariah get away with murder once again.
Oh, man. It's close. It is close, but still not able to find it. Still 2 minutes left in this one. I'm still looking for that first goal, Metrics. It's kind of crazy right now. What can Camo do? Has taunt nest. Not there. Donk tries to slow it down. It's a weird pinch. Shifted. Gets behind it. Now taunt nest back to the middle of the field, and the ball just winds up going awry.
Yeah, Camo. Big hit. Once again, a nice deep play. We'll go towards the center. Tauntless tries to get the angle. It's half a one to make work. Ball just skimmed past them. Shazzy sends it to Shifted. Keeps the ball in play. He's trying to get it through the corner, but won't get there. Donk leaves it for Camo. Camo tries to get the center, but Shazzy will keep it in safety of the corner for the time being. Tauntless will get it through. Ball's dropping, but no one's there to jump on it. Tauntless stealing the boost. Both of them commit. Camo still playing that third man position. A bit of danger for Phoenix Gold. They do have a few moments there where just not on the same page.
And just nobody able to connect. Tauntless now goes for that clear. Shifted, rotating back underneath still. It's going to be a defense to keep themselves alive. You'd have to imagine next goal probably wins this game, and it could be right here. Ball down, bounce, post shot. No, it's a miss from Donk, but not from Tauntless. That's a 1-0 lead.
They were all in. If they didn't get that goal, there would have been a return there from Mariah. All three players just hanging around, and Tauntless manages to sneak it in right on the side of the goal. And Phoenix Gold, with 54 seconds on the clock, finally get that lead that they needed to close out the series. Still a chance for Mariah. They need to get something back.
Shot on, and it's in. Camo may have just sealed the deal. The kickoff goal to put them in the grand final.
Look at that. Yeah, just in position. It was a bit of a soft touch as it goes back towards the center. You want that to either go with a little bit more gusto away from the goal or up a little higher to buy some recovery time for everyone to be in position when the next shot comes through. But there was just no extra time given from the back of that hit. You can see now that Phoenix Gold have got those initial 2 goals. They just seem to be turning up a little bit more as well. Shazzy maybe an opportunity. Flip reset overhead, but just again, not going to have that lift that they need to follow through the play.
All right, here we go. Ball bouncing towards that net. Is it in? It is.
That's the coffin. They've already nailed the coffin. Now it's just dropping down into the hole at this moment in time. That's Phoenix Gold showing us once again why they are number 1, why they are undefeated. It's not just the flashy plays, but being able to withstand the pressure when the time finally does come back their way, and of course just being able to bounce back from any distortion.
It's getting pretty rough. Taunt nest to the backboard. Do they add a fourth? They do. They add a fourth, Medrix. It's over.
Yep, just maintaining a little pass from Donk. That just reshifts it. You can see everyone's rotating from Mariah, and they're thinking where the ball's going to go, and then Donk just goes, your rotations just don't work anymore. Let me just pass back here. Everyone's out of position, and Phoenix Gold do it. Whoopsies, quick one. 7 seconds left.
That's not,
I like it.
No. Call it what it is. That was not Wolfies.
Okay, never mind. Formal, you asked to go 1 game.
We can't
or
do
1 series without an own goal.
That's not allowed.
I'm not okay. Maybe Phoenix Gold did that on purpose. I heard you like, here we go, 1 game. And then Phoenix Gold's like, no, we can't.
They're like,
nah, take that.
You know which game is not going to have any? It's going to be that grand final, because that's where this team is headed. Phoenix Gold, all gold today. Another 3-0, another perfect series, and they are going to take on Ashdale one more time.
Whew. Yeah, it was to be expected. We knew there was a case. There's a reason why Phoenix is so strong. Still, nonetheless, thank you so much to Mariah for your contribution to the competition. Obviously, giving it a shot. And to be honest, for most of that match, you were up there. There were definitely points in time that you could see that you could roll with the best the competition has to offer. So I don't think you should lose any heart in that.
No, definitely not. And I mean, they still have their third place match against St. Peter's Maroon. So they're still going to be playing next week. We'll see how they go there. But the big story, the number 1 versus number 2 seeded teams, Phoenix Gold versus Ashdale. That's going to be the final. And I'm just having a quick look what happened last time these two teams played. Well, it was a 0-3 victory for Phoenix Gold. So Ashdale hoping to put a better performance when we go into the best of 7.
Yeah, looking for a little bit of revenge if possible. Perhaps, time has helped bridge that gap a little bit. But of course, that's going to be something for next week. We have to look to close out the day, Formal. Everything has been pretty good there. But you know what else is pretty good? Our sponsors.
Of course, events like this would not be possible without the love and support from AGON by AOC, the number 1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provides best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. Power up your game with the latest HyperX gear at Officeworks. Push performance to the limit with the latest in gaming tech. From high-spec to precision gear, Officeworks has what you need. And Indomie, the noodle partner, made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices, a plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. Beautiful
stuff all across the board there. And that's basically going to be everything there, everyone. A huge thanks to the teams, players, schools, teachers, and admin behind the scenes that make this competition work and possible. Please go check out the AEL website for the latest activations and any upcoming events. And we will see you next week at the finals.